Guys, and welcome to another video in the Your Life Live It awesome video series. You're joining me on board a boat called That's Life, which is named because that's one of our favourite songs actually by Frank Sinatra. And before I even developed the business, which is pretty cool because there's a lot around life, isn't there? And this video really is around something that we've talked about before, or we alluded to before, which is anchoring. Now that's an NLP term that allows you to access, effectively what it means is you can access any state that you choose to access by using a certain gesture or listening to a certain piece of music or picturing something. And whenever I'm wanting to set an anchor for myself, for say relaxation, then the place I always imagine myself is right where I'm sat now, which is on the bow. You can see we've got the water beneath us there. Sorry, I did that the wrong way. There you go, the water beneath us. And this is where I imagine myself, right on the bow of the boat of That's Life. And that's because this is, for me, complete relaxation. So effectively what I would do is I would imagine that I'm sat here looking through my own eyes at the water. I would imagine hearing the ocean, which you can probably hear right now. And I would imagine feeling the feelings of relaxation. Because I've experienced this real time, I can imagine it and it starts to feel real on the neurology. And then what I would do is set a gesture, really something like that, as I'm starting to feel really relaxed. Because then what that effectively means is that the sense of being relaxed is attached to this gesture. And this is effectively what anchoring is. Now, if you're curious as to how it all started, it started in 1904 by a guy called Arnold Twickmeyer, and he was basically sort of wielding around a hammer around the general region of a patient's knee, and he did hit their knee, and of course the reflexes forced the foot to jerk. Then what he did was he put the hammer towards the knee again, but he didn't hit it this time, and he noticed that the knee jerked. And he realised there was a very sort of deep neurological connection to the visual of seeing the hammer and then the person's knee jerked. Now this was picked up afterwards by a guy called Ivan Pavlov, Russian, who Pavlov's dogs, and what he would do is feed his dogs and ring a tuning fork, ring a tuning fork. And at the same time he was feeding them, he would ring this tuning fork, and he noticed that they would salivate. And then all he had to do was really just ring the tuning fork, and sure enough the dogs would salivate as though the food was being brought. So anybody can anchor, even flatworms, planaria can anchor. You don't need to have experienced NLP before to be able to anchor. We are anchoring machines. Let me give you an example. Every time you hear a piece of music from maybe when you were 14 or 15 and you were at a school disco, you'll probably be transported back to that time and feel the feelings that you felt at that time. Now, resource-wise, what we've got for you is a chapter of my book that we're picking up a bit of speed here. The chapter of my book that takes you through how to anchor, and on there are some really cool additional tools that are our website. So you'll be able to go online and have me take you through anchoring. We're picking up too much speed. You're going to lose me through the wind here, guys. But get down there and check out those resources. All right. Remember, it's your life. Live it.